A small candle flickers in the wind, its flame stubbornly clinging to the wick as the coastal night gusts blow through town. The woman holding it storms down the street, softly muttering curses under her breath. This town, so new it doesn't even have a name yet, is alive and noisy in the late hours. Up on the northern hill, builders are hard at work on a grand house that was promised to people that may never actually be a home, while folks in the tavern sing and trade stories about 7 great heroes as if they're old friends, even though they may never see those people again. The woman checks all the places still glowing and lively, but then finally hears her husband's hammer pounding away in the square, where he and his helpers are shaping heroes out of memory, heart, stone, and a touch of ruby. And in this place with no name, a possible name has been placed at the base of this statue. Maybe not for all of these 7 heroes, but for the one that the sculptor himself feels he owes the greatest debt to and is the most grateful for. Precious.
You all stand in this ancient arena-like temple, 4 stories high and 6 miles wide, of crude stonework and cruel, forced worship. Pastel, you feel emotions that are not your own swelling up somewhere within you, like a dam trying not to break against waves, as a crystalline mask forms over your face. White, save for a single tear of lapis lazuli. Your vision begins to cloud and mist, and you start to see dull floating lights in the distance. Give me either a nature, arcana, or religion check.
Okay, arcana or religion. Religion, they're the same. Religion and arcana are the same, but religion is more appropriate. So we'll do that.
The fact that religion is an intelligence and not a wisdom when every religious-based class is a wisdom class is a little weird.
Is very.
How much did you study?
Yeah.
And the answer is none. That's an 11.
Okay. These floating wisps, for a moment, they remind you of those strange lights or spirits you would see back in the swamp that Poppy is from. But then they begin to take shape, and they look like almost translucent people. And then it clicks for you. These are souls left uneaten by Koroth and the Titans, centuries old, stuck to this spot by either fear or shame, unable to pass on. You hear distant battle cries, the panic of bystanders in search of safety, roars of calamities and the dragons who rose from the earth against them. The clash of metal against stone, metal against flesh, they keep coming one after another, and you feel it begin to overwhelm you. Give me a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Boo, disadvantage.
I still have heroic. Do I still have heroic inspiration that I got last game?
Yes, because I don't think you've used it.
No. Can I make that a straight roll with that?
Yes, you can.
Wait, is heroic inspiration advantage or like an extra d20?
It's an extra. It's
okay.
an extra d20, so
great.
You can turn that. You can turn that straight.
Straight roll. A clean roll, if you will. Oh, okay. I know arithmetic. I swear. 22.
22. Things start to clear up a little bit. The noise calms down. And then you hear the sounds. You're not sure where they are. They're not physically present. It's something in the other realms, perhaps, but there's a chorus of birdsong, a sad requiem of birdsong in the far distance. And specifically, you recognize, among these birds, you recognize a crow and an owl, the queens of the underworld, the great mistresses who ensure, at the very least, a neutral place for souls to go so they do not remain on the mortal plane. You understand that they are trying, but that they cannot come here. Something is keeping them back.
Point of clarification, the crystalline mask, is that physically over my face to the point that other people can see it?
Yes.
Cool. So like looking at all of this and just like eyes glassy and zoned out watching all of this, just whoever is closest to her, she just puts a hand on their shoulder. Who would fucking be dead?
Somebody was close to you when you touched the chorite.
Oh yeah, that was shit, who was that?
It might have
That was a
been
Chara.
me.
That was a Chara. Yeah. So just a hand on your shoulder. Staring.
Char's gonna look at you like wide-eyed. What's
Roll a
happening?
D4 for me, Melanie. Actually, roll a D8 for me, Melanie.
Six.
This is the sixth mask that has developed across your face ever since you started journeying with this group. And it happens every time you're in a place of immense death.
Mm-hmm. I think Pastel's like normal bright vibrancy has washed out. Not faded like Pastel's, but faded like a dyed cloth that's gone through the wash one too many times. And she's showing winter, sadness, and grief, and death.
Guys, it's happening again.
Kyrie is still glaring at this crystal. What are
Is
you
there
doing?
anything that can be rolled in regards to just feeling how this place is off or somehow disconnected? Because obviously with the soul thing, I'm just wondering.
You don't actually have to roll. If you want to get intense about it, feel free to roll nature. But like all of you felt it the minute you came into the desert, period. So.
Well, yeah, I want to get deep with it. So let's do nature.
Okay, awesome.
Can I assist by describing everything that I am seeing in detail?
That'd be great.
Yeah, let's call that the help action.
So then my first roll was a 22. Let's see if I can get better.
Crit fish.
Nope, that was a 2.
Okay. Even for you, while you are not in service to a god, you, Poppy, are in service to something, well, probably of a greater standing than a god, which is, if I'm not mistaken, the moon, correct?
Yeah,
You're a
Circle
Circle
of the Moon.
Druid. Yeah. And if I'm even more not mistaken, specifically Kino, the Emerald Moon. Kino, you felt it. You've been feeling it for days, the closer you got to this place, and you could almost breathe it. Nothing grows here, whether under the light of either of the two suns or Kino the Emerald. Nothing grows here. Even if you were to try and see things through the eyes of Ray the Red Moon, nothing hunts here. There is no cycle of life and death in this desert. Everything is still. Everything is a battle that should have been over, that according to history has been over for centuries. It predates the Age of Apocalypse. And yet, from what you feel in this place, this battle is still going on.
Kyrie's seen this happen before with Pastel, yeah?
It happened 6 times at least.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
this is the 6th time.
Yeah.
Normally, when Pastel enters a place of immense death, there is a religious performance that they can do, given that their god is the many-faced dancer. It's a bit of a dance. Think, if you're familiar, a la the Sending from Final Fantasy X, which is essentially, I would just give you like a spellcasting roll. Once you found you would find the core of where the like knot of death needs to be undone, and then you would roll a performance, or you would roll a spellcasting roll, and then that would, if you rolled high enough, cleanse the area, and the passage of life and death would begin again, and the souls would be able to move. But this place, it's not just this temple that is stuck this way. There's extra around the temple, but it's the entire desert. And having done this a few times before, Pastel, you are fully aware that if you tried to do it, it would not have any effect here. There's too much magic overlapping with each other.
Kyrie's gonna walk up to Pastel, and just like, once Kyrie realizes something's going wrong, and just kind of poke Pastel in the forehead and cast Protection from Evil and Good, to try and snap her out of it.
What does that look like?
Do you want me to read the description?
No, I want you to tell me narratively what your magic casting this spell looks like.
I think she looks up from interrogating the rocks and turns around and she's like, oh, shit, dude. And she just kind of walks up and boop, pokes the forehead. A little ripple of this like fiery orange kind of passes over Pastel, totally clashes with her outfit. And as she kind of like wakes up, she goes, hey, are you okay?
Does that have any effect? Any
The
change?
the mist aspect is gone. The like shapes are less defined. They are now just little lights. Yeah, you succeeded on your con save, so you're technically fine. But with that added bonus,
Was
you're
it
given.
Constitution or Wisdom? I thought it was Wisdom.
It was wisdom. It was wisdom.
Okay.
It was wisdom. Yeah,
So
you
very
succeeded on your
different
wisdom
score.
save. Yeah. Yeah. So you were fine, but now there's just like you're maybe a little bit less tapped in because the influence has been cut off. So you're not hearing the fighting anymore. You're still seeing the little lights, but you're no longer hearing the war.
Great. I think some of that, the vibrancy starts to return a little bit to her skin and hair. And is the mask like full face or is the mask like mask?
It's like forehead down.
So full face?
Yeah. Full face.
Okay. Hard
Think
to
like the drama and comedy theater mask.
Got it.
Yeah.
It's hard to see through the mask, but you can hear it in her voice. The smile is back, but it's sad. Like the sad smile of like, yeah, I'll be okay, kind of a thing. And she turns her face to you. Thanks, babes, and like boops you on the nose in return.
Of course. Let me know if I can do anything else. I've got a couple other things in my sword to help you.
I don't think there's anything to do for it here, so I think I'll be okay once we go.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
This is a
Strange.
bad place. I
The
don't
vibes
like it.
are rancid.
It's
They
there.
really are.
Trifling.
There's another
It's so
loud
empty.
crash of something none of you can see in the distance. The building shakes quivering like prey without hope before a predator. And then, from outside, a creature almost as tall as a mountain is slammed into the structure, one of its many arms attempting to grab onto the building, while another falls into the opening to push itself back to its feet. Then, with another movement that shakes everything around you, the creature is back on its feet and attacking something that unleashes a loud, echoing battle cry outside. A battle cry that you were all familiar enough with after doing battle with them and after being around Achara and more Akina. This battle cry, there is an air of draconic in its nature, but it's not quite right.
What the shit is happening?
I hate this desert.
It's the vibes. They're trifling.
I didn't think vibes could scream.
What
That's
do you
not
think
vibes.
these are
That's giant.
they?
Okay. Maybe I'll go check it out.
I think we should all go check it out. I think,
Yeah.
Yeah, we can all do that.
The building continues to shake.
So, I suppose we. Can I turn into anything that can fly? Because I'm allowed to. I just don't know if that's in my wild shape options. Well, let's see.
I mean, you could also just run back out the way you came. You haven't, you're not stuck here.
But I could also fly.
Yeah.
That's true. I just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure you
Yeah.
guys knew that you weren't trapped. Like, you're essentially in the Roman Colosseum. Or like a
Yeah.
fucked up version of the Roman Colosseum. So if you want to run out of here, you're more than able to do so.
I get you.
I will find Greater Steed and summon my griffin.
You gotta tell us their name and what they look like.
Their name is. I'm gonna name this after my aunt's voice. Their name is Copious. And they are it looks like a parrot and a tiger. So it's this beautiful scarlet macaw with these red and green and blue and yellow feathers going down to this stripy bright orange. It's obnoxious to look at, really, with these bright colorful wings, and it's got a little unicorn horn coming out of his forehead.
So, you all are going outside?
Yes. Anyone want to
Yes.
hop onto my grifficorn?
Sure, babes, let's go.
How many can ride on it?
Say maybe 3?
Maybe 3.
Maybe.
Okay, hop on, Poppy. Get on here.
I'm
Because
running.
I could get on a magic carpet.
We have carpets.
That's true.
The one that wasn't
surprise-
unraveling.
Yeah.
They will all
So-
probably have to save in order to not unravel, but
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Escaping this place, again, there are these two massive, impossibly large creatures. The first creature is vaguely humanoid in shape, but has a second face from the back of its head, and each side has a set of 2 arms. Or each side has a set of 2 arms. The second creature looks similar to the undead dragon you faced when you all met Achara, but this creature is much larger and seems to have 8 heads, and is wrapped up in either an energy or a multicolored flame. And these 2 beings are ripping into each other.
Ah.
You're
guys, which one do we fight?
Do we have to fight either of them?
I for the first time in my life, I might be agreeing with Hudson. I don't know if we should fight these. I don't.
Each other.
Those are
Hey,
really big mama
dragon!
jamas.
Hey, dragon!
Kyrie.
Are you speaking in common?
What?
Are you speaking in common?
Yes.
Okay. You get no response.
I'll try Elvish.
Okay.
Dragon!
You get no response.
Sign
I'll
language.
bite.
Dragon!
I'll bite since I speak Draconic. That's literally what Achara's doing. For the first time, she's probably a little bit like lost for words in the middle of like a battle situation. My friend wants to speak to you. Dragon person.
You see, as you're trying to make communication, you see the four-armed humanoid creature grab two of the strange dragon hydra undead things' heads and slam the creature into the temple wall, where it hits something unseen, and a shockwave of loud, powerful, and angry energy shoots out in every direction. And I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw from everyone. The DC is 20 against Destructive Wave.
Ooh, lovely.
Constitution.
Y'all.
I literally just got a dirty 20.
26.
Fantastic.
I need to roll a 19 or a 20.
Oof.
I got a
Kyra's
10.
Kyra's just doing this at the dragon, thinking it does sign language.
6.
11.
Woo! Dirty 20 for Uzoma.
Yay!
I got a
Oh,
26.
Lord.
All right. Anybody who failed. When the wave strikes, you see him in your mind, Koroth, as he once was. You feel his wrath in the raw power of this wave, and are sent flying 30 feet away from this place, landing hard on the flat of your back. 20 points of damage.
What type?
Force.
And
Good
do
to
we
know.
take half if we saved?
If you saved, yeah, you take 10.
Got it.
You all feel the wave, but it doesn't knock you down. But everyone else, it gets like pushed back full 30 feet, lands on the ground, and has the prone condition.
Got it.
Can you remind me the damage number? I'm sorry, I missed it.
20.
Okay, so we're also prone.
Yeah, but you're not in a combat situation, so you were knocked onto your back, but I mean, you're not in initiative unless you try to fight these things, so you're okay to get back up and, not really worry about it.
Okay.
Achara, what did the dragon say?
Nothing. It
Does
said
anyone-
nothing.
Does anyone speak giant instead?
No.
No.
Dragons are beasts, correct?
No, they're dragons.
Okay. Then speak with animals will not work.
No. Also, I'll let you all know, because you have so much experience with this is an undead type of dragon.
Oh, yeah,
you're not
yeah.
even sure what you're looking at could technically be called a dragon. In fact, it would be more likely to be called an undead Draco Hydra, which I know sounds familiar to one of you out of game. You've definitely fought a few one or two Hydras in your time, but never anything like this. And neither of these creatures seem to be paying you any mind. They got hit by that wave. They did not buckle. They did not get sent back. Maybe they shook for a second, and then they just kept fighting each other.
Pastel is like one last ditch attempt going to yell in Sylvan, because that's one thing we haven't tried yet at the
Yeah.
giant. Hey, we're looking for a city.
This
Can you
giant,
give us directions?
She's gonna ask for directions.
this is very funny. Normally the Sylvan, which is the language of the spirits in this world, comes out like wind chimes or breath or bells or something like that. What does it sound like when you, a being of a basically a like half dryad elven entity speak in the language of the spirits, given your rave aesthetic and how your magic and how you are.
What accent of Sylvan do you have?
Because it's normally like wind chimes and bells, so I'm like, I wonder what it sounds like for you.
There is still a musical quality to it, in the same way that like wind chimes and bells have that like that tinkling intonation. It's more yes. It's a little more synthetic. It's a little more squeaky. It's a little techno.
You just open your mouth and
I imagine lights coming out of your mouth like a rave killer.
100%.
Yeah.
All I can say is
Like
the
in Happy
tinkling and the
Hardcore.
wind chimes. That is also how vampires are described in the Twilight series of talking, and I love that they're all talking.
Oh my
like Sylvan.
god. That's so funny.
Ew.
I'm laughing because I'm remembering, Melanie, when I introduced you to Alta, the undersea witch who lived in like a big shell and all that. And like we talked about the sounds of spirits, and now I'm imagining Pastel talking to that woman, and it's like slow melodic bell tones and then like one of them very traditional, the other one very not.
So good.
So
with the
choosing to run-
consensus, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. You all run away from this place.
Did
Pastel,
either of them? I asked for directions. Did anything happen from that, or is it just not paying? It's not paying attention.
No.
Yeah, we should fail.
Yeah, you see this giant creature, which is far larger than any giant any of you have ever met. Like larger than like the Queen of the Skywalkers, which you all have met before, probably at least twice her size. Lift this dragon hydra and basically start doing like WWE moves to it. Like it is trying really hard to break this creature. And running away from this terrifying scene, you eventually start to move through like the proper ruins, as this was clearly some sort of town or perhaps city, given the temple that you all passed through. And there are no full structures other than that temple. You're seeing like rubble and detritus of like construction everywhere. And it's not long before you start to notice a number of statues, people hiding behind half-broken walls, lovers holding each other, parents shielding children. But for all the statues, there's no religious iconography anywhere, or anything that seems to be of a cultural significance like you're accustomed to finding in ruins. Just a bunch of terrified people. Many of them, at least half of them, you notice missing their heads.
I have
Okay.
Kyrie has a hunch.
So does Pastel.
Okay.
Can I walk up to one of the ones that have their heads intact, and cast Dispel Magic on it?
Sure. What are you looking for? What are you looking to dispel?
Kyrie has a hunch that some sort of large magical wave turned these people to stone in an instant because of the way that they are positioned. And some of the ongoing struggle within this area knocked some of their heads off because they're made of stone, or someone had like a vendetta against these people and knocked a couple heads off. But if there is one with head intact, she wants to see if she can reverse that magic effect.
Okay, so I have to ask, what sort of... You're looking for one that still has a head. Roll a d4 for me.
4.
Okay, you're walking up to a mother who has huddled her 3 children underneath her.
I'm going to cast a 4th level Dispel Magic.
Does upcasting it increase additional effects, or?
You automatically end a spell on the target if the spell's level is equal to or less than the level of spell slot I use. And for each ongoing spell level of 4 or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spell casting ability, DC 10 plus that spell's level. On a successful check, the spell ends. So I would need to make a charisma check.
Okay.
For however many levels above level 4 this spell would be. That's my DC plus 10. So if it's like a level 5, it'd be a DC 11.
Okay. So right. Then I'm going to need a DC 12 from you.
Okay. Charisma check. Okay. 22.
Which person or which statue are you casting this on? The mother or the children?
The mother.
What does it look like as you dispel this?
I think Kyrie's magic is very passive. It is not something that she actively intents and creates with any kind of craft. She just walks up and she sees that maybe this is something I could fix. And she just kind of touches the shoulder, and as she's like, actually it's not a touch, it's 120 feet. So she's just walking closer and closer to this woman with the intent of, I wonder if I can fix this. And as she walks closer, the stone melts away.
The first thing to melt away is the stone wrapping around the face. And just for a moment, you see it, and just for a moment you think that it didn't work, because underneath that layer of rock is almost diamond-like skin. And then you realize that you're looking at a Kanaku. Yeah, in D&D world it's an Earth Genasi, in this world it's a Kanaku. And this gemstone, crystal cluster, geode-like skin, there's a breath intake, even though these creatures don't need to breathe. And this woman looks up at you, and wide-eyed says, "Thank you." And you feel that breath pass from her to you. And how close are you right now?
I think she just continued walking towards her, so I would say she's a good 5 feet within range in order to have that full effect happen.
You see very quickly, as you were thanked, the gemstone begins to crack and crumble, and this person they just sort of crumble fully and completely. And you see a light leave that spot, but it doesn't get very far. And you feel, as this light sort of begins to try to leave, but it is then sort of pulled back. And while the physical doesn't return, there's just now a glow around the remainder of this statue. And it immediately you understand that the soul of that woman is still here in this spot.
Why can't you leave?
What does that make you feel?
Confusion, mostly. I think it's a lot of emotions waving over her at once, where she thought she had fixed it, and then this person crumbled in front of her, which was a shock. And then watching the soul still have to stay here. She's confused and mad at the desert.
Give me a history check. In fact, anyone else who's witnessing this can also give me a history check.
Actually, I'm just gonna roll this on here. 12.
28.
16 with a -1 for 15.
I got a 19.
I'm gonna let y'all handle that.
Among those of you that rolled, the two highest were Hudson and Poppy. Do either of you have, I'm not saying it's prepared for you right now, but do you have the ability to cast Dispel Magic?
Yeah, I do.
Kyrie, it's strange because you've seen something like this work before. Around this time last year, there was this sort of necromantic sorcerer that you all came into contact with, and you found a collection of statues in the in this strange sort of like desecrated temple, and on each of those statues there was a gemstone. And at the time, Pastel was able to clock that each of those gemstones had a soul in it. And it was you and Hudson who dispelled every single gemstone and simply unmade soul cages. And you realize you've done something similar here, but just like Pastel was able to hear in the distance that the queens of the underworld can't ferry these souls in this desert, you get the feeling that there's nowhere for them to go where they would want to. And right around that moment, there's a crackling in the distance, sort of to your northwest. And all of you see a massive blast or burst of flame and ash and soot shoot from the ground. Again, at least like I'd say maybe 400 feet away, but it is such a large blast that you all simply see it happen, and it shoots out into the sky about, I would say, maybe 200 to 300 feet before it begins to break and dissipate in the atmosphere. And on these high checks, and also because you are seasoned adventurers, you know that a open crater that spouts fire and ash and soot is a hellgate, which means that somewhere down in this crater there is a gateway to the hells. You don't know if it's open, you simply know that it's there. But you also can tell from everything you're seeing around you that it's not likely that the Hellgate is actually having any influence over this place.
Uzomi, how much more time do we have to reach the end of the desert?
Oh, you meant Uzoma.
Sorry, Uzoma.
Let's see. She says, we've got a day and a half at best before Sister's Rest happens. It's only about 2 a.m. right now, so we've got 3 or 4 more hours until sunrise. I bet on 3. And who knows what that's likely to kick up in a place like this.
Mm-hmm. Are the 2 ginormous fuckers fighting? Are they in our way currently to continue, or can we go around them?
No. They're not in your way at all. However, Kyrie,
Mm-hmm.
now you said you kept approaching while you were doing this,
Yeah.
right? And you're like looking at this soul floating over these figures.
Yeah.
Kyrie, as you're trying to figure out what's happening, you feel something grab at your leg. And you realize that one of the hands of one of those children has moved and now has your ankle. And looks up at you. And so do the other 2 children in the statue. And then you notice that all of these that still have their heads all look first at Kyrie and then at the rest of you.
They're all still stone, right?
And in unison speak, we are all his undeserved. We are all his. Yes. And their eyes begin to glow. And I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw from all of you. DC 15, but Kyrie, yours is with disadvantage because you were literally grabbed by one of them.
Okay.
And 3 of them are locked in on you right now.
That's a 10.
Just made a 15.
Who succeeded?
Me.
Yes.
I think I just made a 15.
Okay.
I failed.
So Hudson
I
failed. Achara failed. Kyrie
I also
failed.
Yeah, Kari failed. And Poppy failed.
Okay.
Wait, am I the only one?
So
I think so.
thankfully,
Oh God.
yeah, you're the only one who succeeded. You all feel a strangeness. It starts off small, or you all feel a strange sensation on parts of your body as a small part somewhere turns to stone. This is the Flesh to Stone spell.
Oh, lovely.
So the target makes a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it has the restrained condition for the duration. On a successful save, its speed is 0 until the start of your next turn. Constructs automatically succeed. A restrained target makes another Constitution saving throw at the end of each of its turns. If it successfully saves against this spell 3 times, the spell ends. If it fails its save 3 times, it is turned to stone and has the petrified condition for the duration.
As soon as that happens, Pastel is going to cast Bless at 5th level to get all of us and Uzoma. So everyone has a D4 to any future saves.
Lovely.
Beautiful.
Have we run into anything similar in the last several years?
Yes,
have we run
but
into any
nothing
basilisks?
that's ever gotten the chance. I would say yes, but nothing that's ever been able to get the drop on you. Like, this would be, let's say this is the first time that the DC on this save was high enough that you all failed it. Or that usually the save is very low. This is the first time it's high. Yeah, so at the moment, Pastel, you are the one that has greater restoration. I don't know if anyone else has greater restoration. You probably do.
Hudson does.
I want Pastel, Hudson, and Poppy to roll me a spellcasting check.
Okay.
Like spell modifier or just spell attack?
Like a spell attack, basically.
Okay.
Do I get a +4 on that with the bless?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yes, you
Yeah,
do.
you get a
natural
D4. You get a plus a D4.
Yeah.
Plus a D4. That's a natural 20 for a 29, and the bless was on me as well.
Beautiful.
For
I got
shit.
I got
Are
29
you
as well.
30.
Shitting me? I rolled a nat 1 again.
No!
Oh God!
Throw the dice away. Throw it away.
Oh my God!
I've used many
Jail.
different dice. This has
Jail
been
for all of them. Jail for
all
1,000.
of them.
Throw them away. Throw them away.
This spell may have been cast by a very powerful creature, by Koroth or one of the Titans, but that was centuries ago. It's older now. It may still happen, but it's weaker. And you surmise that lesser restoration might just be good enough to undo it in this current it might be good enough to undo this old casting of this spell.
Do I have lesser restoration? No, she's too stupid to take something helpful like that.
Lesser restoration I don't
And-
have. It
and
is also
Kyrie, I
possible
will
that
offer
you
this.
save. It's possible that people like
Kyrie, I
succeed
will
their
offer you
con
this.
save.
It is very possible. Kyrie, see, you are aware of something, which is why this isn't me breaking the game to remind you. Spending 5 lay on hands does remove a condition.
I did forget that. Thank you for reminding me. I don't play paladins.
Has anyone gotten to the point of needing to make their second save?
Not yet, I believe.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that first save we did counts for this round before the environment goes, or if the environment has to go first and then we do our save.
The environment's going right now, which is basically everything begins to shake. And you notice the statues don't move. They do not move towards you, but everything begins to shake. And now you all are up. I'm going to say that. Let me roll about it, actually. Uzoma runs over to you, Kyrie, grabs where that statue's hand is on you. You see that amethyst and green magic, and immediately you are freed.
Beautiful. So she kind of wiggles her wrist out of the grip of this child statue.
But it was your
Um,
ankle.
Wiggles the ankle out of the grip of the child statue. And she is going to, because she knows that Hudson has a lot of support spells, run over to Hudson and 5 points of lay on hands to try and end this condition. Just a slap on the back. Get out of there!
Oh, thank God for that. I will immediately go to Poppy and Greater Restoration.
But yeah, what is it, Poppy? What does it look like as you cast the spell on Achara?
I think it's Poppy goes over to Achara and goes to boop Achara on the nose, and it's like a little flower kind of appears for half a second, like a daisy, until it kind of dissipates into crystalline dust all over her.
Oh, that's
so
darling.
cute.
Aw, that is quite darling, Poppy.
Yee.
Poppy.
Just Uzoma looks at or feels the earth, that feels the desert shake, and just goes, I suggest we keep running north like we were before, and just takes off. Small legs, but takes
Poppy
off.
will turn into a horse if anybody wants to get on the back of the now
Yeah.
stallion.
What kind of horse is Poppy? Paint me a picture. I want to know what kind of horse this is.
She's an odd-looking horse. She's a horse with cow print.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
I love that.
She's a
I
plane.
love this. Oh, favorite. I love it.
Beautiful.
Kyrie's just gonna hop on Copious.
When you turn
and-
into a horse, Uzoma is gonna. Yeah. Uzoma's gonna say, "May I? Small legs, you know."
Yeah, that's what it's here for.
Okay. Ah! Literally jumps onto you.
Uzoma, where's your
I
dragon?
mean, you don't. We've been over this. Akina can't come out here. He couldn't even fly over it.
Fine.
Upsetting.
Can I have one more person on me, or am I max one?
No, you're not at max. You have basically a halfling on you. You can have a person as well.
Okay, one other person can get on my horseback.
Go, Hudson,
Who
go.
wants-
I was gonna say if no one else is going, then yes.
I wasn't gonna say it, but
It's not appropriate. Yeah.
If anyone wants their flying carpet, let me know. I'll get it out of the bag of holding.
Pastel, do you want to hop on my back? I'm not a horse, but I move very quickly.
Had to establish I'm not a horse.
As established,
What's
if
funny
you
is
couldn't
that
tell.
the movement speed between Poppy and the horse, there's no difference. The horse
I
can
was
just
about to
carry more
say.
people.
Yeah, I have like
Still worth it.
55.
That's
I think this like rough layout of who's hopping on the wild shape and who's hopping on their own steed and who's hopping on somebody's back is fairly well established at this point. I think we've probably
Yeah.
had plenty of quick escapes at this point.
Mhm.
yeah.
So Pastel hops up on Achara's back.
For a
Like
piggyback
basically
ride.
running shotgun, ready to like spells at anything.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Prepped.
All right. You are running. You feel the earth shaking, and I'm going to need, let's say a quick little athletics check for you all to stay on your feet, and you know.
Okay.
I'm in the
I got
air.
advantage on those.
Please,
need
this
to-
D20 be nice to me.
Can I
The
give bardic
people-
inspiration to Poppy for this?
You have bless. You have bless. You have bless.
Let's see. It's not a nat one. It's just still less than a 10. 9 plus 11, so that is a dirty 20.
Heck
Okay,
yeah.
I
Is
Yeah.
that with bless?
Nice.
No, not with bless. I can roll bless if you would like.
Just
You don't
nice.
have to.
might as well.
Thank God I have advantage on this.
It's
I
only a
have
1 for a
advantage-
21.
I have advantage on
Okay.
athletics,
Well,
so that was a 19 with bless.
beautiful.
Athletics.
Yes.
Oh, I need
Well, you don't have to roll because you're on. Well, I guess you would need to roll to hold on to Achara, so you have advantage because Achara didn't slip. So
16.
okay, yeah, you're good.
23.
Okay, great. I will say, as you try, Kyrie, as you try to take Copious into the sky, you're successful. But how high up do you try to go?
Probably only like 10 feet up, like not too far, because she
Okay.
wants to be in range of like needing to spell cast and protect people.
Okay, got you. If I'm not mistaken, your otherworldly steed can talk, at least to you, if I remember correctly.
Let's
Double
find
check that for
out.
me.
It gains the ability to understand one language of your choice that you speak. I don't know if it can talk back.
Got you.
Oh, I can communicate with it telepathically.
Got you.
Mm.
You fly up 10 feet, and then, does Copious communicate with words, sound, or like actual speaking, or are we talking like visuals, like mental images?
I think Copious talks to me. I
Okay.
would like
Yes.
I would like him to talk to me.
Okay,
That's a
great.
great movie.
Copious says, I'm assuming Copious is male. That name
Yes.
just sounds male to me. Okay, I didn't want to, just because, voice.
Don't misgender the horse.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a tiger bird, actually.
Ooh, apologies.
Yeah, it's a because it's a
grifficorn.
griffin, right? It's a grifficorn. Copious says to you, Ryder, there is something that would limit my reach in the sky here. A wall that I
run?
cannot see.
A wall? There's a I don't see it. There's a ceiling?
Yes, but I can't see it. I don't think anyone can. It's some sort of magic.
Can I try casting Dispel Magic?
I will let you know so that you don't waste the spell slot. You're not going to be able to dispel that.
Okay.
And
Do you say this to the rest of the party?
There's like
it's
this
a
ceiling
telepathic.
wall. Yeah, she's gonna shout to everybody. Apparently, there's like a ceiling invisible wall thing, and I can't fly very high. How did the dragon get so high? I'm mad.
What dragon are you talking about?
The Draco Hydra thing that was fighting the giant.
I think they're on their feet.
It wasn't
and not
flying. It was
flying.
clawed
I think
into
it's-
that thing's chest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
it
thought
didn't
was
fly. It
outside.
didn't have wings.
Oh, ooh.
No, it didn't have
Oh.
wings.
Yeah.
That was a completely ground and like clawed into the body based fight.
I'm
Oh,
imagining
okay.
a kaiju fight.
They're
happening
just
in front of us.
wrestling.
Yeah, essentially.
Play
Yeah.
fighting.
Like a
can't fly.
Ghidorah, but with
Yeah.
more heads and no wings.
Mm.
There's a ceiling wall invisible thing, and I can't get rid of it with my and she like gestures with her hands.
Maybe if I hit it really hard.
You're perfect and precious.
Yeah.
I need you to add.
Oh my
to
God,
whatever
Green,
the
I love you
wild
so
thing
much.
is now. This is beautiful.
You're a goddamn delight.
Did not expect that to come out your mouth.
Oh my God.
Just the most serious.
It was so unwhimsical that it circled back into being whimsical. It was like,
I don't think Green can do a damn
Yes,
thing.
it was. It was exactly.
Oh my God, that's perfect. Oh wow,
I'm red. I
Nor should they,
changed
because that
shades.
was perfect.
you're not
whimsy.
green, you're red.
Oh my God.
So there's like a magic ceiling, and we can't get higher.
Yeah, no, I think Copious. How far does it go up? Okay, so what is it? What is Copious rolling?
This would be an investigation, so intelligence.
-4.
Oh,
Okay.
Plus,
Blast.
Oh wait.
do we still have plus?
That's a 16.
Intelligence score of 5 or lower becomes a 6. So he's got an intelligence of 2, and that becomes a 6. So it's only a -2, I believe. Yeah, it's a -2.
Do we still have bless?
Okay, so
Yes.
you didn't bless the Grifficorn. The Grifficorn
That's
wasn't there when
true.
you cast it, I don't think.
No, I didn't get familiars or pets.
Shoot.
Yeah.
that's not bad, but that's a
but-
14.
but
A
it's
14's
fine.
not bad. A
Yeah,
14's pretty good.
14's good. If I was to try to fly higher, perhaps 20 more feet, I would be blasted back to the ground, and it would be incredibly painful for both of us.
Cool. So I won't do that, and you shouldn't do that either.
I will say this dome's probably about maybe like 120 feet rather than 30. But you once you're significantly in the air, you're gonna start experiencing complications. Because again, there's a reason why Akina could not fly over this desert. There's a reason why, there's a reason why even when you pulled out the magic carpets, they seem to be affected by something.
Mhm. Aviation, terrible here. It does not like aviation.
But I'm assuming with the griffin's speed and a crazy half giant monk's speed and the speed of a horse, and are you guys doing anything other than like action dashing to get away from this area? All right. So it's not long before you finally, like, you go from this sort of flat but still sand filled area that definitely feels that is a ruin that you were passing through, and everything was shaking. And just as you sort of go in back into the dunes, you see a giant, I'd say about 100-foot arm, or like hand with an arm attached, obviously, reach out of the ground in that room.
Oh.
And yeah, it like casts a shadow over you as far as where you are now, even though it's still nighttime. It's so massively large, and then it hangs there for a moment, and then some, and it looks metallic, but it's skeleton. And you see it sort of like grab those two fighting creatures from back at that temple and yank itself and go back under the ground.
Oh.
Nope, 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 nope.
Oh. That's worse than the worm.
Let's avoid that.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Do I have?
Poppy or Hudson, give me, if you would like to know what that was, give me a history check.
History. Sure, I'll go for it. That's a 30.
Huh?
I only got a 7, so that might be. I'm just a horse running.
Okay. Hudson, you remember that, I mean, you know what this battlefield was. This was mortals and eventually giants against, mortals and giants eventually, when the giants joined, rather, the revolution. And the original giants were far larger and more terrifying than the giants of today. And they fought back against their creators, the Titans, the Colossus, and eventually created enough damage, or however much, whatever the requirement was, that from the lost world beneath the surface, the dragons rose for the first time in history. That it was the Titans and their battle with mortals for their freedom that called the dragons to the surface. And you know that many Titans died here. You know that there are pieces and parts of Koroth, the Colossus, strewn across this battlefield. And just like his skeleton is still screaming, attached to a volcano on the coast, maybe that's one of his arms that, just like the rest of him, refuses to accept that the time of the tyrant is over.
Hudson just shouts out to the group saying, "The vibes are going to get so much worse, guys. Let's keep going. It's a Titan skeleton."
And
Say
I
less.
will cast Long Strider on. We have like 5. Poppy's carrying 2, so Poppy and then the other 2. I will cast a 3rd level Long Strider on anybody who is running.
So it's me.
I think that's
Akira,
just
add-
Achara.
yeah, me, Achara.
Or
Okay.
yeah, Achara and Poppy.
Yeah.
Everyone else
So
is on someone.
okay, so then I will do a second level then because I only need to hit 2 people just to like add an extra 10 feet to your movement to speed this up.
Beautiful.
Work.
Roll a d4 for me with that.
3.
You all are moving with such focus and so quickly. You dodge out of the way of more worms and other strange creatures here. You see like these mutated, half-dead looking trolls. The trolls, as you know, are late creations of the Titans, as after the giants rebelled, Koroth decided he needed new soldiers that would obey him better. So he created less intelligent. Oh,
You good?
okay. I lost you guys for a second, but I'm back now. Yeah, that when the giants joined the children, when the giants joined the rebellion, and it officially became known as the Children's Rebellion, the Titans responded in kind by creating creatures like trolls and other equally large but less intelligent beings to be more obedient to their masters. And you're seeing a lot of them, some of them like half skeletal. You're passing by a lot of petrified bodies, a lot of skeletal figures. And finally, you pass over the dunes. You have left the dunes of this desert, and you see craggy, flat, yet covered in fissures land.
So it's not like
And
sandy
that is
anymore.
where
It's like firm and
no,
Okay.
it is rough, it is jagged, it is yeah. And you are looking at the final battlefield of the Children's Rebellion. Rough lands covered in jagged fissures and either petrified or skeletal remains everywhere. Troll, giant, mortal, and even, you notice, some draconic ones. And that is where we're going to take 15 minutes because we are at time. who would like to roll a d4 for me? Or you know what? We'll make it a d6.
Fuck it, I'll do it. I'm so sorry, Stormy. That was a 5.
Okay. Stepping onto this battlefield, Achara, you see about 50 feet ahead of you a massive skull. Clearly one that you would attribute to a Titan. Like parts of it are missing, perhaps knocked out in attacks, or perhaps removed later to be taken as trophies. But there are this Titan, like Koroth before him, has 5 eyes, 2 on each side and 1 in like the center of the forehead. And you see inside each eye is a gem of some sort, probably about the size of, in particular, your fist.
Got it. I'm going to sort of just like point at it from where I'm standing, and I'm going to say to my companions, are you all seeing that?
Or are we all seeing it, or is it just an Ashara thing?
You can all see it. You can't tell what sort of gems or jewels these are, but you can definitely see it.
Yeah, I don't. The last gems that we looked at were mean. I don't know if
That's
we should
very
touch those
true.
ones.
They are very shiny.
Above
Kyrie's
table,
Kyrie's like
above
flopped
table.
over.
Go for these
Mhm.
gems.
Okay.
Question: is it like this is as big as a giant skull or bigger?
Bigger than the skull of a giant. This skull is
Could be a Titan skull.
probably yeah, it is the skull of a Titan. I would say this skull is about the height of a 2-story home.
That's pretty big.
Oh,
That's hella big.
that's a big.
Guys, maybe we could hide in there for like when the sun comes up. Kyrie's like flopped over onto Copius and is just so tired. It's like, guys, are we ever gonna get to the end of this? I'm tired. We had to run from so many
Uzo-
things today.
Uzoma looks over at you and says, "You're not getting any sympathy from me."
What? You can ride on Copius if you want to. You don't have to walk the whole time.
That's not the point. And you're riding
To
on
be
Copius
fair.
too.
To be fair, I think having a rest at some point here would be a good idea. But for right now, Pastel? Do you want to touch the stones?
And see if they're rancid again? Sure, babes. Let's go.
I'll beat him up
Hey.
with you.
They might be the opposite of rancid this time. They might be delightful and sweet and not at all murderous.
They're red
Maybe,
like cherries.
over
you
her
know?
shoulder, like going maybe as she goes towards the stones. There's like the slightest
they're-
moment of hesitation as she gets to the same distance that she was from the Koroth's blood.
The Korite.
Korite, thank you. There's like a slight moment of
I mean,
hesitation,
Koroth's
but,
blood
like,
works
only for a
too. You
second.
were also correct.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's either red like delicious cherries or red like terrible blood, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm. I think
Delicious.
Achara will walk up behind like a bodyguard just to make sure.
Hmm.
Mhm.
The horse is there.
So who's actually reaching in and grabbing one?
Well, I'm walking up to it. I'm just gonna test
Okay.
proximity first because I couldn't even get within 10 feet of the other ones.
Right. Walking toward this for some reason, You don't feel any resistance.
Good sign.
Okay, I think it's probably fine.
Okay. You
Should
reach
we-
in.
Take one?
You reach in. You place your hand on this gem that is about the size of your hand with your fingers like fully extended. That's how large it is.
Grabs the.
You feel a surge of power from this. And if each of you are going to go for one of these stones, you will gain 2 levels and the benefit of a long rest.
What the fuck?
I'm
Excuse me?
happy.
Hello?
Work. I'm grabbing that motherfucker.
Harry puts one in her
immediately.
mouth.
Wait, we get 2 levels and the benefits of a long rest, is what you said?
Hang on, do I like know this intrinsically by touching it somehow?
The minute you touch it and like fully grasp it, you feel power start to surge through you.
Like in a good way though.
Yes.
Okay.
Work.
No, the vibes
You
are
all
great
feel-
actually. This feels great.
You all feel a surge of power and connection. And it feels as though you all feel a surge of power and connection, and you feel something almost like there's an unlocking of a door that you didn't know was there in your mind, and there is just this rush of power, and it very quickly like makes contact with your essence, and it assimilates into you, and you gain 2 levels. You all find these gems in this eye of this Titan and feel these surges of power. And you hear another explosive eruption of fire and soot from the Hellgate not too far away, but that is not your destination nor your concern at the moment, as you take a second to surprisingly find a moment of peace on a battlefield.
At least we don't have to go through the big fiery Hellgate thing.
We don't have to go through the big fiery Hellgate thing, do we? We're sure of that?
Yeah, in the like history of this quest and everything, there's never ever been a thing where she's in hell, so I really don't think we need to go there. Yeah, thank you guys for coming with me. I know you don't have to, and I know you all have your own reasons, but this means a lot.
Of course. There's no place we'd rather be. And she nudges her horse nose onto your shoulder.
Of course.
She
Uzoma,
gives you a horsey hug.
Uzoma sort of like rubs her hand through your hair to like mess it up a little bit. And she says, I promised when I became your navigator, I'd get your stupid butt to where your stupid butt was trying to go. And we knew from the beginning that it was here.
Yeah. It's just so much. There's just so much here.
Yeah.
I think this is the most we've been hit with over and over and over again.
The desert
I
is
mean-
bad, but we did get to completely demolish a big sandworm, and that was cool.
That was cool.
That was fun. The poison part, not so much.
The poison
haven't,
part sucked.
haven't really been hit with anything that made my tummy hurt, but you know.
Should we take the time now to rest? I'm not gonna lie, my legs are feeling a little bit like... does Jello exist?
Gelatin, yeah.
Yeah, kind of feel like gelatin.
You don't have to be a horse anymore. You can, I mean, if you want to be, you can just like lay down as a horse if you want. If that is,
I mean,
Isn't
yeah.
that not super great for horses?
I don't know anything about horses. Taylor knows so much about horses. I'm holding so much back.
I just wonder above David if we should take a long rest.
Oh, we sort of got the benefits of a long rest, I think.
Yeah, we got the benefits. So
like,
does that mean like we're okay
because
to
you've
like
gotten the
keep moving?
benefits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Uzoma will say, normally I would suggest to go for it, but from everything I understand about deserts, it's worse in the daytime.
Yeah,
So if we
find
sleep
it
here,
helpful?
we'd be waking up in the daytime.
I
Oh.
mean, I can conjure a mansion that we can just sleep in that won't be the desert, but I don't have to do that. And if magic's going wrong, then maybe I shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a thing.
Probably
Should we
not.
maybe
For
if
all
we
you
keep
know,
walking until it gets too hot, and then perhaps try the mansion thing.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Shall we sally forth?
So are you all
Yes.
continuing?
Yeah.
Anyone want to ride on Copious?
Pastel will just
Uzoma
flop
looks over and
over
says,
the top of the saddle.
Beautiful.
Okay, and we're moving. And we're whistling. A totally non-copyrighted song.
Something like On the Road Again or something like that.
Beautiful.
I don't know. Spitball.
Pastel's gonna start.
Beautiful.
Pastel's gonna pull out
everybody-
her hurdy-gurdy while we're traveling.
Beautiful. Dirty.
Beautiful. Question. Give me a performance check and let me know with the hurdy-gurdy and let me know if you're trying to be loud or if you're trying to be quiet.
Trying to keep it like low volume, but something upbeat.
Got you. Got you.
Fuck
Ooh.
me.
Big dice.
Don't know.
Okay. Performance is +8. Thank God. That's a 12. It's not a magical hurdy-gurdy or anything. It's just
Yeah. You play a wonderful song on this unique instrument that not many people have. Simply because it hasn't been popularized in the world yet. That's something that you could probably make happen if you wanted to. After all, you're famous.
Pastel could make fetch
Pastel
happen, I
of the
bet.
Ruby Warriors.
I could absolutely make fetch happen.
Yeah. Yes, but then I would play games in times where that influence has already died off.
Never. We'll make it canon.
I'm mostly joking.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm
no, just
mostly joking.
for basically just for road tunes. Like no
Yeah.
real purpose, just road tunes to fill the quiet.
Everyone else, give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh, I don't like that.
Perception with disadvantage. I have a +9. Okay.
That was almost a nat 20. I got a 12.
18.
Oh, what's my perception as a horse?
I think you just keep your your actual. Yeah.
Perception.
22.
16.
I got 12.
Okay.
When did my passive
Okay.
perception become a 20?
So
Oh my God.
everybody except for Kyrie.
Kyrie's just
Well, you did
Might-
just level up.
might be falling asleep on to the tune of the hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah. I think everyone except for Pastel, who is playing the hurdy-gurdy, and Kyrie, who is riding right next to Pastel, who's playing the hurdy-gurdy, you all hear a voice in the distance. It's loud. You can't hold on. One of you rolled a 20 something. Which one of you was it? I'm trying to remember.
I rolled a 22.
Got you. Poppy, you're the one who hears it. You hear a voice in the distance, probably about 150 feet up ahead of you. You hear, "No, please!"
Then she's going to say, "Someone needs help," and just start running with whoever's on her back.
Nay! To the rescue!
To the rescue!
Does she do one of those things where like the horse gets like on its
Beautiful.
hind legs and with the front two legs in the air?
Yeah, like in Adventure Time. What was his name?
Oh god. I love horse Poppy. I think at the mention of someone needs help, Kyrie goes, "Huh? Okay, let's go."
We follow.
Yeah.
You arrive, and it's like just on the edge of a battlefield. There's some regular, just some of the same like armor and weapons and things strewn about. But you arrive to find a single deeply wounded sort of half dragon. He looks to be both like one half of this man's face. His skull, in fact, is draconic in nature, and the other half, you can see the pointed ears of an elf. So he is a half dragon elf.
That's freaky. How does the anatomy work with that? What? How does that work?
Just a scaly elf
scaly?
here.
Scaly?
Just half has a snout and half does not.
Yeah.
They're very, very pretty.
Yeah. You can. It's a strange sort of like the parts that should be a snout seem like they are attempted to be, but like settled for something in between. It's a very strange looking man. He is wearing bright yellow robes that look almost pristine. But he is surrounded by three others that are wearing brown robes that also look incredibly clean, except they are covered in blood from fresh wounds. And you see that the one that is standing, as you approach, drops a sword that he was carrying, falls to his knees, and just looks up, and he looks horrified.
So the dragon guy is the one menacing these people in the brown robes.
You don't know who menaced who. You just know that the others all look either deeply wounded or dead, and this one looks horrified and is just staring up at the sky.
If any are on the ground, as soon as we see them, I have, now at level 17, a range of 120 feet on Spare the Dying.
Ooh.
So as soon as we can see them, any that are on the ground, Spare the Dying.
I would like to roll insight
Okay.
to see.
What does that look like?
And I wanted to specifically insight to see if he's seeing something that we can't see, like if he's having visions.
Gotcha. Roll insight.
I did get a 18.
Looking at him, his eyes look glassed over.
Mm-hmm.
So you can clearly tell that there is something affecting him. And as you notice it, looking at him, his yellow robes are, he's clearly been cut multiple times. He's wounded, just not to the point of death, that the others, or of near death like the others. There is a sunstone and ruby necklace in the shape of a dragon skull around his neck. He's carrying several potions, and there is a large spell scroll on his back. It looks to be almost as big as he is, and he's somewhere around, I'd say, 6'5".
I would like to cast Zone of Truth.
Fun.
Okay. He will automatically fail.
Okay.
Mm.
And the way that this looks is, again, Kyrie's magic is very passive. It kind of just happens. So she lands with Copious, and she gets off, and she walks towards this like altercation, and she goes, "Now be honest, what happened here?" And when she says "be honest," the Zone of Truth kind of engulfs everybody.
When your Zone of Truth pours out, you see almost like red electricity try to shock it and sort of like tear away at it, but it doesn't happen for some reason. And then the glassed over look in this half-elf dragoon goes away, and you see what is clear to you now, like like a tiger's eye, the gemstone, but as eye color. And he goes, "The voice is gone. Did you get rid of the voice? Wait,
Maybe.
who are you?"
My name's Kyrie. What is happening here? People are like dead on the ground. Thanks, by the way, Pastel, for doing that. So what's going on? We heard someone yell for help.
Yes, that was me. I wasn't calling for help. There wasn't supposed to be anyone else near us, but we got here to begin our part, and we heard his voice. And my friends, my family, they drew weapons on me.
Who's he?
Whose voice?
The Colossus.
This feels super culty, babes.
So am I speaking to like the half draconic man, or the guy that has the glassy look upon him?
I think they're the same person.
Same person.
Oh, same person. Okay, I misunderstood.
Yeah.
So these
same
guys
person.
are your friends and family?
Yeah. Yes, I'm Makoa. And then you see another one of the brown-robed figures coughs out just a little bit of blood, and gets up just like on his knees a little bit and goes, "Strangers! Makoa, get back!" And like sort of tries to interpose you all between the one that just identified himself as Makoa.
Can I make a persuasion check to convince him that I'm not going to try and hurt anybody?
Of course.
15. We're not going to...
What do you say?
Dude, we came here because someone was yelling for help, and now half of you are bloodied. If we wanted you dead, we wouldn't have tried to help you first. You're not dead because she made you not dead. And she points to Pastel. What is happening? Someone wanted help, so we're here.
Another one of the ones that was on the ground, because I'm assuming, Pastel, that you've cast Spare the Dying 3 times.
I cast Spare the Dying on anyone, but they don't actually gain hit points from that. It just stabilizes them at 0, so they're no longer making death saves, but they are still at 0 hit points.
Right. There's something else on them that's giving them hit points. I'm just trying to double check everything.
Yes, I would have cast Spare the Dying on everyone on the ground until we figured out what was going on.
Right. You see one person roll over. They are a winged Indra, which is what we call tieflings in this world. They are a winged Indra with patches of white scales across their sort of light blue skin. And they say, Kaipo, you're being stupid. And then, Makoa looks to all of you and says, apologies, this is Kaipo. And you would notice that the one that said strangers and interposed looks almost identical to the one who called himself Makoa.
Like twins or like brothers?
But
or siblings?
Twins, but Kaipo is more muscular.
So this isn't answering my question.
Yeah.
What
Makoa
happened
is a
here?
little bit smaller in like muscle. Right, Makoa. This desert, it's packed full of magic that we have. That is so old. It just happens. I believe here on this battlefield, the Colossus must have given some sort of command or some sort of controlling spell at some point, and it's still active. And then he points to the edge of where your zone of truth is being sort of like attacked by like this weird electricity. And he says, there, and he points at the electricity.
That's weird. Why didn't we get hit with that? Oh, we did when we first entered, I guess. You guys did.
Where
So
are
I guess
you
it
all
just
from?
Something.
Uzoma looks at that and says, I don't think that's the same. Uzoma says, I don't think that's the same spell.
So where are you all from?
Makoa opens his mouth to speak, but Kaipo covers it.
Okay.
And says,
Okay.
It's not that I don't want to answer the people who saved us, but there are rules about our home. What did you come to this desert for?
We're just crossing it. Nay.
I'm not even clocking that Poppy is trying to like cover for us because we might get in trouble. Kyra goes, "Oh, I'm here to find the princess of my kingdom because it's like a quest that I gotta do, and there's like
Nay.
a tower."
Nay. Nay. Nay.
Are you good? Are you okay? Is this like sneezing? Is this horse sneezing?
Can horses cough?
I don't know.
Yeah,
No,
I had something in my throat. Nay, nay.
The white scaled, the white scaled blue Indra says, "I'm Kamalani. Hold on. The princess of your kingdom. Are you talking about Indalia?"
Yeah. My older brother came on a quest here like a while ago, a long time ago, and he hasn't come back. So I'm also kind of looking for him.
Yes.
If you've seen a guy named Otto Amadeus, please let me know. But also,
Wait, you know Otto?
yeah, that's my big brother. The only good one, actually.
They pull. This one, known as Kamalani, pulls something from their like belt turns and moves their cloak and you can now see the back of their armor, and on that armor is a half Pegasus, half dragon. Like it looks as though it is a Pegasus flying towards you, but one half of it, or one half is a Pegasus on the left side, and on the right side, the other half is a dragon.
That's really cool. What does it mean?
Give me an insight roll with advantage because of your zone of truth.
She's so fucking bad at this. I'm glad I have advantage. I'm gonna need it. Okay, it's an 18. We're good.
That may not be the complete Pegasus, but you'd still know that Pegasus anywhere.
So you know him. You know him. Do you know where he is? Can we find him? Is he at the kingdom place? Wherever the tower is. I guess it's just a tower, not a full kingdom. But
well, we know him all right. He trained us.
what?
Hey, how many years has your brother been gone?
Oh, like, would you say like 20 at this point, Amelia?
Yeah, it's been like 20 years.
Just about 20 years.
Huh.
He'd be like 40 something now.
Damn.
No, he'd be. No, yeah, 40 something. I'm not good at math. Probably 40 something.
40 something for sure. They look at you and say, "We're part of the Scaled Pegasus Knights, an order created by Otto Amadeus."
Does that mean that you know where he is?
Yes.
Oh, well, he
But
could have led with
I
that.
don't think we're. We didn't. Kamalani starts to retort, and then Makoa raises a hand and simply goes, "This is a huge revelation. So much is happening right now. I will say, if you're looking for a princess, you won't find one. But if you're looking for a queen, we do have that."
Is that what happens with princesses? Do they just like get to a certain age and are automatically a queen, like with like squires and stuff?
We
I
just
think it
need to know if it's
depends
the
on,
same
like,
person, really. I mean, she could have become a queen later on, you know?
Yeah, it depends on like the laws of like the kingdom. Certain
It has
kingdoms
been
have
like
different rules for it.
300 years, so
It has been
maybe
a
that's how
long
that
time.
works.
Anything could happen in time, you know?
Is it Makoa?
I mean,
is
I'm a
it sort of
horse.
like is it sort of like does she get like grandfathered into becoming queen, or does she have to like marry someone to become queen?
Makoa takes out from their pack that they're carrying a roll of parchment. It's rather large, and spreads it out, and you see it's a map.
Mm.
And on this map, hold on. Yeah, this it is a detailed map of the desert with over 200 yellow dots moving around. Another, I would say, 200 brown dots that seem to be surrounding the yellow dots, and moving actually not too far from here, maybe a couple hundred feet, is something much larger that is the how many of you speak or read Draconic?
Nope.
I do.
I do as well.
Okay. Those of you who can read Draconic would understand that this is the Draconic symbol for home. And it's also moving.
Help me I'm not a cartographer. It says home. It's also moving. I've never seen that before.
I think your map's broken.
Maps don't usually move. Well, the thing on the maps don't usually move.
Yeah, where's the tower?
Yeah. And all the
It's not a
creatures we've got to
tower.
slay on the way.
And the
Okay,
dragon, there's
so
like a
let me get this.
dragon. we were
Wait.
supposed to fight
Let
too,
me
right?
get this straight. There was a princess, and she is now queen, and you know where she is, and you're saying that she's in this moving dot on this piece of paper, and she puts her hoof on the paper.
And Poppy's a horse.
And Poppy's a- and
Do
Poppy's a-
you put it on where it says home, or do you just put it on the paper?
She like gently puts the tip of her hoof on where it says home.
Mhm.
Am I about to teleport?
He says yes. No.
Okay. Good.
But yes, that's where she is. And Kaipo, the more soldiery one, says, while I understand all of you are clearly more capable than us, I would still, probably with less anger than I normally would, request that you be mindful that that is our grandmother you were speaking about. So please be respectful.
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
Did I
what?
say something disrespectful? I didn't mean to.
We didn't know.
Yeah.
I talk to everyone like this.
Yeah, that's sort of
Yeah.
Kyrie's general disposition.
Yeah.
Nobility means literally jack shit to me. If you're a cool person, I'll just talk to you like a cool person, and I feel like cool people don't care. So if she's
Also-
cool, then she won't care.
You're very big.
Kaipo
Ha-
stands to his full height and looks at you, Kyrie, and his head turns a little bit. And then he spots, you can like follow his eyes as he is like not sizing you up, but sort of scanning you a little bit more intensely.
Are we passing over
And
this
I
whole
rolled
like
for him and he got a nat
grandchildren
20.
thing?
It's been 300 years. She's an elf. I don't know.
And-
Maybe she's my babies.
Yeah, his eyes scan over you, and on a nat 20, he spots the ruby and sees the symbol of the unicorn on the Pegasus. He says, "Are you little unicorn?"
Yeah, that's what he called me. My name's Kyrie.
And he embraces you in a hug. Like before you can
Whoa!
react, he is like full on, and he's laughing.
I'm
This makes
really glad
sense.
you're happy to see me. This is very sudden, and I don't know who you are, but it's nice to meet
I'm-
you.
They're the
I'm
people
sorry,
that your brother
I'm-
trained, remember?
Oh,
That's what
yeah,
they
yeah.
said
Well-
earlier.
Technically, I think the term would be that I'm your nephew, also.
What?
Oh.
No way, you're so big.
Oh. Oh, Kyrie. Kyrie.
Bless you, Kyrie.
I don't think that's how nephews work, Kyrie. I just think that you are the height that you are, regardless. Of
So
the
I have
other
a
things.
I think
question.
you're meaning. I think you're meaning age, because I do want to say it might be a little confusing. Yes, looks to the horse that has a hoof ring.
This is starting to feel a little silly. She's gonna get herself out of wild shape. Sorry, I'm actually this. Hello,
Oh,
regular human woman. So, question: if you're the grandmother of the now supposed queen that we're looking for, and also the nephew of
No. The queen is the grandmother,
yes,
and then
yes,
he is
that's
my
the grandparent.
nephew.
No, that's the grandson. I don't know. What are your pronouns?
Grandchild.
grandson. Yes, my pronouns
okay.
are he, him. Okay,
Okay,
so let
so-
me clear this up a little bit.
I had a thought train.
Oh,
And
I'm
now it's
sorry.
gone.
I don't know what a train is, but please continue.
Thought caravan.
It's what you call when a bunch of ants are in a line.
Mm.
Ah,
Mm.
we don't get a lot of ants in the desert, but I do know what they are.
Fantastic. No, I'm just saying your grandson of the queen, and also nephew to Kyrie. That means that. No, okay.
That means Otto married the queen's child.
Yes.
Well,
Thank
actually,
you.
the way we
No?
the
Just
way
if
we
they had a kid,
relay
they didn't have to get
things is a
married.
little different. I am your, to be more particular, I am not your nephew, I am your great nephew. Your father, or your brother, is married to the queen.
Oh.
What? And he
That would
didn't
still
tell
be
me.
nephew.
He didn't
That
write
would still
a
be
letter.
nephew. Wait.
Wait, so he did it?
I
No,
think I
wait.
need-
Hang on. Wait. No.
Do you have?
Above
Do you
table.
guys have? Do you have a non-moving map of how the familiar relations work here? Because
Yeah, do we have like a family tree or something?
Above table, we gotta be
Uh,
so real. If that's a grandchild of the queen, and Otto married or had a kid with the queen, then that's not a grandchild of the queen. That is a child of the queen.
Yeah.
Because
Otherwise,
Otto's only like 40.
Yeah.
otherwise there is some like horrific incest
some weird,
that
some
is
weird.
not actually possible without time travel.
That's the part that I was
Okay.
confused about. Like, if he had a
So to
child with the
clarify-
queen, yeah.
He
He
had a child with the
queen's
queen,
kid.
and then that child had a child. Yes.
Oh, so
Great
you're like
nephew.
young. So you're like young? How old are you? You're so big. What?
I'm of age for our people. I'm 15.
Maybe it's just because I'm an elf. But that's like a baby. Okay, can you... Where...
But-
Do we just sit here and then the kingdom will come to us?
Well, no, the kingdom is not headed in this direction. If you wanted to go to the kingdom, you'd have to chase it down.
Okay, great. Which direction?
Can we borrow your map?
We all have one, yes. Here you go. And going to hand that off to you. And
So can you
he'll
like,
look
take
to
me
you and
him?
say,
Is he okay now? Like, is he here?
your brother is actually, he left a few
Don't say
days
dead.
ago.
Don't say dead. Don't say dead. Don't say dead. Don't say dead.
He left a few days ago to go. And then Makoa says, "Just tell them they're our great uncle. It's fine."
Great
And
aunt.
he says, "He left. Great aunt. Apologies. He left a few days ago to usurp your kingdom."
Oh.
Oh,
shit.
hell yeah!
Or
Right,
to
yeah,
take
I
That's
mean-
awesome!
Well, it's not much of a usurping, given that he is technically the rightful. However, he is okay. So your family just got a lot bigger.
Okay.
Cool. The rest of mine back home
Like-
really sucks, so I'm really hoping you guys are cool.
I think so. There are. Makoa pipes up and says, "When you reach Makala, our home," and pulls out a sunstone and ruby necklace, and says, "Everyone wearing one of these is descended from the queen."
Does
So
that mean they're also
technically-
descended from Kyrie's brother?
No.
Okay.
It just means that
Part of the family
Uh,
distant or not.
one of
In-laws.
Kamalani says the queen has many partners. Otto is her favorite. Well,
Oh,
Otto
yeah,
and her
he-
first
he's-
are her
He's
favorite.
cool. He should be. This is so cool. Guys, I have such a big family now. And she's gonna pick up the one that hugged her and just sling him over her shoulder. He's a full 6 feet, and she's like, he's like 6.5 feet, and she's like maybe hitting 6, but she picks him up with her fucking 25 strength and just like spins him around.
So then,
Yeah. One of them.
Carrie, what was your purpose on finding the previous princess again? Now queen?
Well, I was supposed to bring her back, because that's what was like the whole legend thing. But now that Otto's gonna go do his thing, I don't know if I need to bring her back anymore. But it would be really nice to go see everybody and like see new family and like see what's going on there, because there's apparently a lot of people over there.
It might
Yeah,
also be good to
we
figure
have a
out why no one
population
has
of-
come back.
Yeah.
We have a population of just over 1,000,
Whoa.
Okay.
and we have had to work very hard to maintain the secret of where we are, and that there is more than just the queen, or as we truly call her, the Queen Mother, because many of us are her children, or some version of child to her. We obviously, you've seen the perils of this desert. Many
Yeah,
who
Yeah.
sought her out were not there's so much more and so much worse. Many of the people who sought her out were not successful, but those that were, that made it here, our home did not always move. At one time, it was a still place. It actually only became capable of moving about 3 years ago, when a spirit of an elder dragon that died in the original battle burrowed itself and created a new body beneath our home, and thus became part of our home.
Dude, that's so cool. You're on the back of a dragon
And-
spirit. That's so cool. I have to see it.
The last one, a Kanahi, which is a flame genasi, Kaui, a fire genasi that we call a Kanahi, but with fiery gold skin, like fiery gold as part of their skin, and large wings that look to be made of gold and fire, stands up. These massive golden flame wings come out of their back, and they go, "Hold on," and they begin drawing something in the sand, and they say, "I don't know if this is going to work, but it's better than having you chase down something impossible." And he's going to start drawing something, and it's going to take a few minutes.
Oh, guys, maybe if we get to the city, maybe I could write Otto a letter so he knows that I found the city, and then like maybe he could come back and visit once he's the king, because he's definitely gonna beat the crap out of that old man on the throne.
Uzoma,
What do we do now?
go ahead.
That's it. That's my question. What do we do now? We just go to the city and... Because she's the queen. I don't think she's going to want to leave.
Yeah, I don't
Probably
think.
not.
I think everything's changed. I'm gonna be honest. Bringing her back was only because I wanted to kind of shove it in the face of the rest of my family that I, did the quest and it happened. But now that Otto's going back there, I don't need to do that. And it seems like there's so many people, and now I have family here.
Maybe she has a way to communicate with your brother long distance, so you could also say hi to him while we're in the city.
Oh, I really hope so. I haven't seen him in so long.
Uzoma says, "Oh, go ahead, Achara."
Achara will look to Mako and go, and there's no like I recall when we got this quest. Maybe I'm forgetting something. That there was like a dragon or something that was guarding the tower. There's no dragon there because I was really hoping to fight something when we got there.
Makoa laughs and says, "Oh, there's definitely dragons. I mean, you can tell from our appearance, can't you?"
Yeah, I
pointing
meant
to
like
the half of him that is far more draconic than the rest.
And she'll speak in Draconic. Nice to meet you. But I was like hoping for some like a big dragon, like perhaps like something ancient.
You were hoping for something mean with a bad attitude.
Yes, I've run into a few of them.
Right. Our forefather is not that kind of dragon. Kekla the First is a wonderful being who chooses to spend most of his time in his humanoid form, looking much like a Kanahi, rather than spend his time in his true draconic form, given it, as he puts it, it was when he took that form that the Queen Mother first looked at him in a way that he loves.
Aw.
And Uzoma bursts out laughing. Uzoma goes, "So wait a minute. Kyrie, your people, your leader, who's still your leader right now, possibly, put his daughter in a dragon's castle, made no understanding of or a deal with that dragon, and then that dragon turned into a guy and they started and Uzoma like falls on the floor laughing."
That is perhaps the most fun I've seen Azoma have this entire time.
Yeah, I mean, like, to be fair, this guy, the king, whatever, he always sounded kind of like a dick. So
sounded
I'm
like a
not
piece of shit,
surprised.
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that all of this is
Yeah.
so different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
wasn't-
hyped this up as like a really cool quest, and it's actually it's not cool, but it's like it's a lot tamer that when we get to the end.
Yeah, I wasn't exactly doing this for that guy. He kind of sucked.
No.
So did the rest of my family. It was more of a haha, I did this and you didn't. But this is much cooler, and I like this. I like this a lot better than having to fight a dragon and drag a princess back across the desert, because I hate this desert. I hate it so much.
Oh my
This
god,
desert is
you can
wild.
say and shove it in their face that you made it through the desert and that you're also a great aunt.
One of the four half dragoons looks to you and says, "Before the teleportation spell is done, really quick, I have to ask, because obviously our great niece Kyrie can't assume that role. Which one of you is going to
Great aunt.
Grant.
Grant?
Grant.
I'm sorry, assume what
Which-
role?
Which one of you? Well, which one of you is going to join her favor?
Do we have to?
Like, we have to get her a gift?
Do I have to? Do I owe her a favor?
I've got lots of stuff. I can get her.
You need to
anything.
be more
Usually-
upfront about this, because half of us are very dense. And that, I don't mean that as an insult, but I'm putting myself
It's
into
just
that
true.
category.
Yeah,
We're
I need
strong,
things to
not
be
smart.
clear.
Uh,
Yeah.
It's a miracle we've got this far.
And we're really strong. We
The
we
one
function
that
regularly.
finished the circle. The one that finished the circle says, "All right, you guys, get on." Goes, "All right, let's get you in this and hope it works before anything happens to mess with it. I made it within the zone of truth, so it should work better."
Got it. So do we need a gift? Should we band together?
What's
Yeah,
a
that was kind of like
favor?
skipped over.
We have a lot of gold, I think. We can.
Are you
want
are you
gold?
are you
Spell
getting in
fine.
the circle?
Yes, we're getting in the circle.
Yeah, it's like
We're
walking
talking
and
about
talking.
this as we're stepping into
Okay,
the circle.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's also
Good,
Poppy's
just
also
wanted
saying
to check.
to her husband, we could also check out the places and find a good place to eat. Maybe have a date. That sounds like fun.
A date would be fun. It's been a long time. Yeah.
So as you
Aw.
Wait, you guys are
as
dating?
you all get into the circle,
That's the cliffhanger. That's the cliffhanger. Yeah.
That's the cliffhanger.
And what a cliffhanger that was. Join us here on Bar Shots in 2 weeks' time as we continue Collision Course. Find out what gift the Ruby Warriors bestow upon the Queen in this brand new place we've got to explore. And if Hudson and Poppy do get that date. But until then, this has been Bar Shots. Good night, everybody.